Hello. Good morning. Good morning. May the fourth be with you. Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic Star Wars day. Let's talk about what we're doing today. Yep. Lobby 1 for 2 hours, lobby 2 for 1 hour, and then that will be the end of stream. Sorry about last stream ending very abruptly. AT&T is apparently like doing something with the internet. They gave me a notice, but I didn't look at the time. And as soon as the internet went out, I looked at the flyer. I was like, oh, it's exactly during stream. Fantastic. Anyway, hoozles, let's get everything locked and loaded. Let me get on my main account. Boom, boom. And let's start up and load in the game. By the way, what happened last stream? Oh, I just said the internet company was doing maintenance work. They said they're upgrading the line, whatever that means. And apparently, I didn't look at it ahead of time, but it was that they shut off the internet so they could work on it. Love the thumbnail today. Thank you, thank you. Well, it's Star Wars Day. Gotta do something a little bit special. But good to see you, Jason, Rainbow Beast, Simon, Chocolate, Dr. Nate, Morwin. Good to see you, Nora, and Kosovo. Oh, Void too. Hello, Void. Sorry, I didn't mean to skip you. All right, let's get in. Let's wait for a good game. Thought someone had a duck juju on the way to the bathroom. No. I tried to like send out a message, but then I realized on my new phone I don't have Discord, so I couldn't even download the Discord app. Here, let's start off with Mare Nostrum, the 5 team. Am I a country? Well, I would assume so because you put the flag of Kosovo and your name is Kosovo with a few extra S's, that you are a country. All right, let's get ready to rock and rumble. Let's try and stick to the Balkans and Turkey for right now. We'll kind of play it by ear depending on how things turn out. It's Memorial Day here. Is it Memorial Day? I don't know. Ever since I left the office, those holidays become quite meaningless. Yeah, it's not here, no. Yeah, our Memorial Day is the 25th. All right, good luck, good luck, good luck. Bot alert, be careful. What is that in reference to? Oh, hello. Get out of the way, person who just came here. God, you mongrel. Oh, there's the bots. There's the bots. Found him. Found him. Thanks, Elliot. Darn, no kidding. Well, I'll just sit here. It's okay. At the end of the day, think of it this way. That's 5 empty players on the Scion team. So the Scion team, who is our closest enemy, will be quite easy to defeat. So a 5-for-1 trade, we'll take that any day of the week. And then who's our rebellious person over here? Femboy, and then Morwin. Cat lover. Didn't hear the Balkans Turkey part. At least you have me in chat. Thank goodness. Thank goodness, Jason. When the world is feeling glum, which it is like raining. It's been raining here for like a week. I feel like I'm living in Seattle. It is so out of the norm for it to rain. Even multiple days, not consecutive in the week. And it's been like a week of rain and clouds. Reno is definitely a city of like sunshine, so it's pretty abnormal. All right, looks like we cleared out this guy pretty quickly, which is great. Oh, sorry, my bad. No, it's fine, Morwin. If you can hold out, that is. I don't know. Remember, boys, start chunking out checking out donations. Is this Haraz? What is your position? How did you survive and how are you thriving? By all logical means, this should be a dead man's line. But he's doing okay. Well done, Jing, for getting, and high probability for getting that guy out of the way. Now we just got to clear out these last guys, and then we'll start having some momentum forward. Ooh, that's a big full send for us. Very good. Well, everyone, hope the day is going well so far. Free to fly. Good to see you. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Oh, good. Turkey left. IRA's doing okay over here. He's extended a lot of troops. This could be a real liability for us. That green's going to come over here. That could be a real problem for us. So, Dung, that's kind of going to be on you. Just make sure you're at your red interest always. And let's start throwing donations forward. J-Dog and Haraz are our best options right now. Surely, that's J-Dog. Okay. It's like, what? Defeat the man with 100,000 troops, J-Dog. Come on. This should not be an issue for you. Yeah, he is boating over here. Fussy, if you can block, or Furry, if you can block that green boat, good job. Good job. Way to make up for a team weakness there. That's very big. 4 minutes is almost up. Let's see a lot of donations going forward. Conqueror and Confident. If you can take out the Detroit guy, he's just sitting there. So far, so good. Just keep up the pressure. J-Dog, are you still attacking? It looks like we're sending out some pretty small attacks where we could just be clearing the board with the entire team's troops. Is he just getting bullied? He's okay. Furry's over there. Elliot's over here. Okay, so we're making progress on that front, even if not, for some reason, not moving the needle over here. Yeah, he only has 1 million troops. Should be able to cruise through that rather quickly. Although, is this... No, I was making sure this wasn't the crown. Oh, Furry, let Elliot over here so he can help you, you fool. 6 million troops or 3 million troops. The fight would be easier with more people, right? Is this the crown? That is the crown. Watch out for boats over here, guys. He doesn't have that many troops left. We really don't have a weakness, so we are fine. Yeah, this should be a nice little victory for us here. There we go. That guy's gone too. Well done. That guy's left. And then who's this? That's Elliot also. Okay. So it looks like J-Dog will get our first crown of the day. Congratulations. Who's J-Dog? Is that a new person or is that someone's alias? I feel like it's a new person. I mean, the race isn't over quite yet, but J-Dog does have quite the lead. It's a new person. Ooh, very exciting. Well done, J-Dog. Elliot, I don't... You just have your little pet there for some reason. Just leaving that. Ah, it came a little bit closer than I thought. All right, GG's, boys. I'd vote for peace, but, you know. I was murdered. I was immediately sniped. Hold on, let me fix this. Okay, I'm back. Let's wait for the contest to come up, and let's do our Wordle. This is Central America. This is Nicaragua. Honduras. Honduras, I meant. Costa Rica. It's Costa Rica. Oh my gosh. There we go. You guess the two neighbors. It's Panama and Honduras. Nicaragua. Nicaragua. Yeah. You guess the capital city of Costa Rica? I actually don't know, but I feel like once it pops up, it'd be like, oh, I've heard that before. San Jose. Yeah, definitely heard that before. I have no idea where it is. It's in the middle. Okay. What's the flag of Costa Rica? Dude, well done. You're giving me all the flags of everything around it. No easy guesses here. Wasn't it this? Yeah. I was about to say, Costa Rica was the one flag that doesn't follow the same pattern as all of its neighbors, excluding Belize, obviously. Which of these facts is true about Costa Rica? Bottom 20 in population density, has a UNESCO heritage site, was part of the USSR, top 20 annual tourists. I think it does have a heritage site. Okay, that was correct. In Costa Rica, a classic breakfast of rice and beans fried together was served with eggs is called... Chilaquiles. Oh, Gallo Pinto. Pinto bean. Oh! After a brief civil war in 1948, Costa Rica abolished its standing blank and has remained without one ever since. It's got to be the army. Yeah. Crazy a country exists without an army in this day and age. And it's got to be this, right? Yeah, that looks very beautiful. That's called the Arsenal Volcano. Areno Volcano. Okay, we'll finish this once we get our contest going. Next contest is going to be Asia 3 team. Draw the map into thirds. We start on the left side, so we're going to be focusing on Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. What's up, nerds? What's up, Tom? Good to see you. Oh my gosh. See, I feel like Tom, me and you would get along in real life just because you say, what's up, nerds? And that's like my standard greeting for like everyone I know is just, what's up, nerds? Alrighty. Let's rumble, boys. Don't forget, left side, left side. You see the Caucasus or the Caucasian Sea right here? This one lake in the middle. Try and be on the left side of that. If you go forward beyond that, make sure you have good separation. What up, Corgi? What's up, Nitrous? And Florank? Florank, I feel like you're new. Nitrous, I think I've seen you before. That's a Remember the Titans reference. Dude, I watched Remember the Titans just the other week. Such a good movie. Such a good movie. It's Denzel Washington at his freaking best, dude. So many stars are in that. It's kind of crazy to think about. Like, Turk from Scrubs is in it. Ryan Gosling's in it. Ryan Gosling character is like this guy, like this white kid who's like, he's not playing good, so he gets replaced by a black kid at corner. And he was saying in an interview that the most common thing people come up to him and say in real life is like, you know, is, I really love your acting, but you're an absolute liability at corner. Which is just, man, to take such a small role in like everything Ryan Gosling has accomplished in his career, and that's what people tell him, is pretty funny. I mean, in all honesty, if I ever met Ryan Gosling, that's probably what I would say. He's like, yeah, man, you're a good actor, but an absolute liability at corner. Alrighty, let's see if we can finish things up here. Good. Grab this island over here. I can play a little defense, although it looks like he's going to grab it first. But just make sure we're on the back line staying aggressive. Good job, Jing. Well done. We got a lot of... Oh, yeah. I feel like this one's in a great place. Remember, front lines, you're only moving forward if it's advantageous. Otherwise, you're saving and waiting. So in other words, don't take a conflict with someone equal size. Be patient, be patient. David Berlin, good to see ya, good to see ya. Everything's going very swimmingly right now. Well, I can't donate to anyone on the front lines. This is a little bit of a concern here. Conqueror, you gotta wait. We're 2 minutes in. Be patient, guys. If you're on the front lines, you only attack if it's advantageous. Sideshow, that's you. We're not trying to gain any momentum right now. We'll be able to do that once the donations are able to start ticking through. Which it looks like it's like every minute now unleashes a new wave of donations. Man, I was on the front lines and these blue people full sent me and now I'm dead. Well, you kind of have to expect that, right? When you come into a team game with the most amount of people like we do, it's only fair that everyone fights against us, right? You would do the same, I would do the same. If we were 10 people and, like, let's say CN or OG came in with like 30 people, we would immediately be targeting them too. What would you say your overall win-loss ratio is in Territorial? It depends on the day. Streams, it's irrelevant, right? But generally about 1 in 3 I win. I think that's a pretty good ratio. Today was a hell day, though, I'll tell you that. Today was an absolute hell day. I just kept getting so unlucky. Someone would like last minute spawn directly on top of me. I would get full sent right away. Just couldn't do anything. Like normally a recording session is maximum and like I would say like 45 minutes. 45 minutes to an hour is pretty norm. Today took an hour and 40 minutes. Just an absolute hell day. But you know, then there's other days where it's just like, all right, 20 minutes in and out, 2 games, 2 wins, we're done. Hey, Corgi, it's been a while. I'm not sure if you remember me, but happy to see you're still going strong. I do remember you, Jack Russell, because your name reminds me of Jack Russell Terrier. But I do remember you. Hope you're doing well, friendo. Ever really bad days? Do you just take the loss? Well, here's the thing. I'll absolutely post a video if it's an interesting loss. But like when I'm talking about a hell day is like, I'm not even making it to the end game. Those days are definitely rare. They come like once a month and today was this month's special. But it's like, it's not even in, I can't even post it because it's not an interesting loss because I'm not even making it to the end game. I'm just like spawning, playing my best. And what's that? The crown has 45% of the board in 1 minute. There's nothing you can do. There's not a lot you could do in that situation. Well done, boys. Well done. Good effort. Good effort. Nice little conquest here. Easy game. Easy game. I should have been playing more boat defense. I forgot about that. Anyhoozles, let's continue on the Wordle. What is the national emblem of Costa Rica? I'm sorry, I'm just really was lost there for a minute, being like, are those anteaters? These two wouldn't be surprising. I know that's Morocco. That's the Philippines. This is Spain. This one would surprise me because eagles, I think this is more Indonesia type area. So let's go with the one that says Costa Rica. French Guiana has the anteaters. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Well, the two most common spoken languages in Costa Rica, definitely Spanish, and that's going to be a local language. Rio. Brie. Oh, I got it. That's huge. Okay. What is the GDP per capita in US dollars of Costa Rica? I don't think it was a lot. 7, how much do they make? The GDP comparison round has been skipped as Costa Rica does not have enough neighbors. Or one does not have any information. Okay. They have like, I think they have more than 8. They have 5 million. Okay. They use the peso. They use the colon. Yeah. Damn it. All of them are wrong. Okay. Except for San Jose, which was the capital. Which has the largest surface area? Tough call. I actually think it's Costa Rica. It is Panama. Panama's much bigger than Costa Rica. Okay. That is a little bit on the shocking side. I'm curious, but does your Google Maps call it the Gulf of America or Gulf of Mexico? I have no idea. I call it the Gulf of the Gulf of Mexico because it's obvious, but I think there was a big pressure campaign from the White House to make Google change it. It is the Gulf of America here, yeah. Is it, for those in like Europe, is it still called the Gulf of Mexico? Crazy? Yeah, it is crazy. It is crazy. We don't have a rational person leading the charge right now. Yeah, it's the Gulf of Mexico in the UK. I'm still calling it the Gulf of Mexico. Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like one of those things. It's like, man, I hope we just go back. But like, is the next president really gonna like endure the political strife to change it back? I don't know. But it is very dumb. In German, it's called the Gulf of Mexico too. Yeah, I think it speaks... Like, initially, Google didn't change it, and I remember reading a story that the White House was putting a lot of pressure on them to change it. All right, boys. For World 1, we go North and South America, plug the gaps there, and then once that's done, we move to Africa. It'll be quietly reverted back. I hope so. The funny thing is, if you read the executive order he put out, he didn't rename the entire thing anyways, just the 12 miles from the U.S. shore. Well, you can't have two... Okay. That's just like a basic misunderstanding of how geography works. Well, whatever. I'm not going to try and understand the thought process of a madman. All right, don't forget, boys, North and South America. Then we move over to Africa. Should I go Australia? If you want to be kind of our suicide bomber, for sure. Nobody in freaking Antarctica, please, please, please. It's such a death knell for us. We do so fine, except for when people like split up this land too heavily, and then we get screwed. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm gonna get botted. Did I escape? No. Okay, I didn't get botted this round. Oh, because I changed everything. Yay! Well, hello, everyone in the middle. Sorry to ruin your spots ever so slightly. Try and give a buff to everybody. That seems viable. Hello, Corgi. What's up, God Mode? How are you? All right, how's the map looking? They've gotten Asia rather quickly. Yeah, guys, we really don't need multiple. Well, there's only one of us over there, so can't fault it. Remember, close up the back lines, and start getting donations forward. There we go. Big win over in this front. Cat lover looks like he's dead. Firefly. Firefly, were you the cat Firefly that I had the game with today? In the video, in the contest? Me and you kind of teamed up there? I feel like it is. I don't feel like Firefly is a very common name. I took a big risk, like not taking him out, and I was like, I hope he still remains my friend, because he could definitely cause me to lose, but he definitely helped me win. So, you know, bet paid off. All right, 53%. How's this guy doing? He's dead. Good. Okay, that's very big for us. Very big for us indeed. We just keep feeding troops forward. Looks like this one is in the bag. 56%, 3 minutes in. We haven't even been able to fully unleash our donations. Firm footing in Africa. Down here is collapsed. This won't survive, but we'll be fine. The object of Africa is, just as an FYI, you're never going to get donations there, Rolf. Your entire thing is to wedge for as long as possible and hold out and block the blue team from gaining too much strength and pushing down here. But we need to push from the Africa. The reason we can't push from Australia is because it's disconnected from our back lines. And we need our champions on the European and African fronts to also act as our attackers, but then also our defenders. Ever see yourself moving to city builder games? You know what? Sometimes. They're kind of hard to make interesting. I mean, I did the, what was that rat game I played? I did one not too long ago, just on stream. There we go. Good job, Elliot. Whiskerwood. Yeah, Whiskerwood. I've been playing Windrose, sailing the high seas, having fun as a pirate. Okay, I do like pirate games, but I'm going to be straightforward with you. 90% of them are straight awful. Straight awful. It's an open world pirate game. It is fun though, Tom, you say? It has its flaws. Tell me the good and the bad. Tell me the good and the bad. I don't, you know, I'm not going to ask you to write a paragraph. Also, thank you for subscribing, Vine Bobos. It's an early release. The ship battles are fun, but the game balance is terrible. See, I feel like so many games be like, okay, it's good enough to release. Let's release it now and say it's an early release. That way we can get money now and no one can blame us for the bad things that are in the game that we haven't fixed yet. It's such a cop out to be, instead of releasing a full game, to just be like, it's early access. It's not the game's bad, it's just early access. The amount of times I've heard that in defense of like atrocious bugs is pretty crazy. This is Africa, this is Botswana. No, Zambia. I don't know why I thought Botswana. What's the shape of Zambia? That boy. Excuse me, I'd like to go to the next round. Thank you. What's the national emblem of Zambia? This? Pick a flag of a country that neighbors Zambia. I think Angola does, yeah. What's the population? I have no clue. Okay, it is 20 million. And what do they use? I guess they use the Kwachi. Kwacha. Nailed it. Easy done. Easy come, easy go. It's definitely a label that has been abused as early access. Yeah. Right? Because, like, you can't fault, like, a small indie game studio for being like, we've put 4 years into this. You know, we're trying our best, but we just need a little bit of money to continue. You go, yeah, early access makes a lot of sense for you. But then there'll be like giant games be like, it's early access, and be like, is it? Is it? Like freaking what's Starfield? Is that the one I'm thinking of? That's been in early access for for what, like over a decade at this point? Just atrocious. And like the worst thing about Starfield, which let me just make sure I'm Star Citizen. The worst thing about Star Citizen is that they've completely developed a perfectly fine monetization process that cannot transition to a game ever actually being released. Because their entire monetization model at this point is they sell you early access to a new ship that if you buy the ship now, once the game releases, if it's ever destroyed, you get it back for free. But the problem is there's millions of people that have now bought in ships that can never be destroyed. So it's kind of like, what's the point? You can't then go into bringing in more people and be like, all right, half the population of this game has invincible ships and they can do whatever they want. While the rest of you, if it blows up, you have to go back to square one. There's such second-rate citizenship coming out of that. That's ironically, Star Citizen has that. It just can never transition into a game. By the way, we are going right side, boys, right side. Corgi, have you watched Invincible? I have not. I'm still into my book. Still reading my book. All right, good luck, boys. Don't forget, right side. Right side. I'm done. Which side is right? This side. If you're ever in a position where you look around, you go, I'm on the black team, but there's no members of the black team near me, you're probably in the wrong spot. F, man. By the way, greetings from the Highlands. Are you in Scotland today, sir? You doing some military exercises? Up in the foothills? Okay. Fueling motorbikes for a motorbike race. Okay, so it's more fun than work. Got it. All right, Tom, can we take a... Oh, wait, Tom, can you push through there and get to Merkland? No, it's probably too late by then. Yeah, it's too late. You guys, you don't need me to fight. Go. 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 Go fight. Go fight. I'm in my own battle. That's a big full send. Kaimaru, can you help? Yeah, good job, good job, good job. Tom, can you just go work on this guy? It's more important to take down this big player than anything else. Yeah. This is perfect. If we can neutralize this corner, our chances of winning become much larger. Okay. We're done on this front. Let me just see if I can start knocking down this guy again. Keep him off of Tom. So many people are damsels in distress today. Just fight this man. Like, help in your own defense. He's like, I can't do anything. Like, fight. Fight, you coward. Don't wait to be rescued. All right, looks like we've won over here. We just need to push on this front. This is a little bit concerning, but I think we'll be fine. I'd be interested in watching you play a game like Satisfactory. No, Satisfactory is like a level of complex that, like, it feels like a level of, like, the people who enjoy playing Satisfactory also enjoy, like, in childhood, they were the ones that, like, I read the dictionary. It's just a level that's, like, too much. Maybe engineers work like that, too. I've said it once and I've said it again. I'm not a smart man. I'm not a smart man. I'm average, baby, average. I'm not trying to pick a spawn next to you. I had to last minute pick a spawn because I thought the bots would be on me. So if anything, I ruined your spawn. Have you heard of the red button, blue button debate? I mean, I'm familiar with the meme template of, like, you do this or do this. And it's like man sweating type thing. I get that meme. But if there's a specific meme that you are referring to using that format, I probably don't know what it is. No, the bots can't focus on you because your character name is Zero Long. Oh, fantastic. That's great news. I lucked into a great strategy. The recent philosophical debate. I'm going to be straightforward with you. I haven't followed any bit of news on anything in about 2 weeks. So you can't give me you can't give me a general statement like that and expect me to know the reference. Corgi, since someone cares enough, should we change our color? Let's stick with black. It confuses people. It like weirdly confuses people when we switch. If it becomes an issue where Black Arena does come up, we will switch. But yeah. All right, Big Island, Hawaii. Oh man, I think I can nail this one. 98. You mongrel. Frick. Other side. Okay. Cincinnati, Ohio. Ew. Oh, gross. Okay, this is Cleveland. I think this is Cincinnati. A little bit off. Oh, that is Indiana. Okay. Yeah, I figured that if I thought about it, I'd be like, that's too big for Ohio. Bergen, Norway. I here, man. Oh, I was so close. My other guess would have been better. To call Guatemala again. I know where Guatemala. My mind has died. Whereas Guatemala's next to Mexico. But where? Here. Did I even get in Guatemala? I did. Okay, but wrong side. Let's think. Tunisia. Nobody lives off the coast of Tunisia, so let's just say it's right here. I have been fully proven wrong. Okay. 940 though. 940. Not a bad score. We take those. May the 4th be with you. George Lucas thought Star Wars was probably going to fail. He even spent years on this strange space opera and it was over budget. Executives really didn't understand the movie. Yeah, funny thing about Star Wars is it kind of succeeded despite itself. Like, watching the documentary about Star Wars, George Lucas had like a decent idea, but he also lucked out with like amazing people that just happened to come onto the project and would help out a lot. Like, he had really good modelers come in. He had people help with the script. He had a great score person. All these people that would then go on to be famous kind of like just all came together and like didn't have the big persona at the time. And of course, he just happens to land Harrison Ford, right? That's a big win right there. And you know, the rest of the cast was great, and they helped out with the script and just be like, this, no one would say this. Which, you know, I feel like once George Lucas became like, I am the emperor, and he started making the next trilogy, you could start to see a lot of the flaws where he couldn't be challenged because he's George Lucas. You know, you get the dialogue like, I hate sand, and you go, what the hell are you even talking about? Oh, by the way, sorry. I joined the wrong game. Here's the contest. We go Balkans, Turkey. Corgi, do you do sports? No, I'm way too old. But back in the day, I played football and rugby. I think were my primary, I would say my primary sports. Corey, it's been about 2 weeks. Do you remember me? It's been far more than 2 weeks. You've been off and on for at least a few months. Remember when you said you're very tall 3 years ago? Yeah, I am 6'3". I am very tall. It is quite a rarity, a shocking rarity, to meet someone who's taller than me. Hey, thank you for subscribing, Vig. Like, the last person I can distinctly remember being taller than me was I met one guy in here in Reno, and he was like 6'10". It was like, damn, he's big. And then from that point, I think the last person who was taller than me, I think I met, was in college. And what's funny about the guy who was 6'10" is like, we were playing this game as our group of friends, and like one of our friends invited him. I remember talking with the guy, and he has such a, like, he's one of those people who has like a very different voice from how you would expect him to have. Like, I think a good example is Rex, the open front YouTuber. If you hear him talk, he kind of sounds like he's a meek person. But then he's like, no, I'm a bodybuilder. He's like, I remember watching a video where he's just like, I just hit my best bench of 400 pounds. And I was like, what the frick is that? It was such a mind warp. People like, that man must be massive. But if you hear him talk, he doesn't sound like he's like a giant. Anyways, the guy I met in Reno was exactly like that too. He sounded kind of meek. And you meet him in person, he's 6'10". What the hell? I think he's a power lifter. He showed us a video of a 600-pound squat. Yeah. I mean, if you're benching 400 pounds, I have no doubt you can squat 600. But yeah, like, if you know Rex, I don't think I'm like sounding delirious when I say it is surprising to learn that that man is a bodybuilder. All right, how we doing? I mean, we've got powerful forces at work. We just can't quite put it together all yet. This guy's gonna be a problem. Oh, way to shut him down, Quirky fan. I was about to say, dang, what a freaking, that man was trying so hard to get on there. He did. He basically lost all of his momentum trying to. Oh, he got kicked out again. Oh, how demoralizing! You can see he's still trying to get on there. Don't let him, Corgi fan. Don't let him. Don't let him. Oh, he left. Okay, we're good. In the Netherlands, the average size for men is 6'1". That's really tall. Well, yeah, you captured all the beautiful tall ladies from the rest of Europe and brought them back. It only makes sense your genetics would then make you taller. Wait, you said the Netherlands. Sorry, I was thinking Denmark. Why didn't you tell me I'm dead? I have no reference to who you died as or what I was supposed to tell you. But I'm pretty sure I gave everyone the information they needed to succeed in the contest. Confusing Netherlands and Denmark. Yeah, no, it's not that I confused Netherlands and Denmark. Is I confused the Dutch and Denmark, right? Because it's very, in my brain, it's just like, what's the country in Europe that starts with a D? Denmark. So then I have to then like counteract that switch and go, when someone's talking about the Dutch, they're talking about the Netherlands, because like for whatever reason they can't just be called Netherlandians or whatever. Did you watch the Soccer World Cup? No. Who won? And should I be angry about that? Whoever won? Grr. Germans, right? Netherlandians? Yeah, well, you know. The Netherlands is a weird country because it's like the only country in Europe where like you call the people who live there something drastically different from like the name of the country. No, will you? It's starting in 30 days. No, I will not. I'd have to go out of my way to watch that. It's not like... One thing you have to understand about America, which is really frustrating, is our sports shows are heavily divided against like all streaming and cable platforms. Like to watch all NFL games, you have to buy like 4 or 5 packages. That's just for one sport, and that goes against all other things. So I'm assuming to watch the World Cup, I'd probably have to buy NBC. And to say that there's anything else I'd watch on NBC besides the World Cup is, exaggerating. I'm pretty sure it's free. It's probably free for you guys in Europe because you probably have laws that forbid this kind of crazy behavior. But I guarantee you, I would have to pay $20 to NBC. It's just like the Olympics. You figure the Olympics, it's a national thing that everyone should take pride in. It should be widely available, but no, you have to buy a subscription. I've never heard of having to pay for sports apart from combat sports. Yeah, I mean, it's a whole thing. The US government just launched a lawsuit against the NFL because apparently back in the 60s, they made this law where it's just like sports have to be widely available to the current audience, and like they're not. So there's potential of it getting fixed, but like legitimately, me living in Nevada, which has the Raiders as a home franchise, and then close enough to the Bay where San Francisco is only about 4 hours away. For me to be able to watch the team I want, which is the Denver Broncos, I would have to pay, I think, like $400 for the season. And that price has probably gone up. I think last time I considered or I bought that was like 2018, so I wouldn't be surprised at this point if it's like 600. All right, looks like the contest is going to be a Europe 3 team. We go Northern Russia, Scandinavia, and then fill forward. Corgi, one ticket for the World Cup costs 4,000 US dollars and it only goes up. Yeah, I am kind of surprised, especially because they're splitting it across so many different states. So we don't have to build any buildings that like then they would be like we're charging $4,000. It's kind of like a crazy thing to be like, oh, this should be like we get to host the World Cup, so we should give a discount to our citizens, but that is very much not an American way of thinking. It's how much money can be made. Pure capitalist society. All right, good luck, boys. See if I can put a lid on this player right here. Perfect. Got him. Get wrecked, nerd. Yeah, now he just does nothing but attack me all day. That's perfect. Exactly the plan. Just suffocate him any opportunity he has to cause a problem. Boys, let's get involved over here. Call aboard. Good job. So far, so yeah, we have 50% of the map a minute in. We're gonna be fine. Now I just gotta block this man from donating. Pumpkin Porkins said he'd be an imposter. Yeah, but imposters rarely succeed. I think realistically, we've only fallen for it one time. And that one time that we fell for it was also the first time. Which is also why we instill like multiple countermeasures against that. Boys, like this. What are we doing? Don't donate me. I'm fine. Don't donate me. I'm fine. Yeah, let me just clear out this guy so no one donates me anymore. There we go. What's happening here? Why are we letting this man get away with it? Okay, there's another full send. Don't full send, guys. Very bad. Someone full sent? Yeah, 2 people full sent. So that looked like... I don't know. You should never full send in a team game because the only team it hurts is your team. If you feel like you're going to lose, just hold out, buy time, and you'd be surprised how many times you can be saved. How do you change direction of boats? You can't. That was a feature that was initially in the game, but it's been patched out since like a year ago. Now boats are automatic. I'm starting to get the mental image of the more you know from NBC. Dude, I don't know if that's a millennial coded thing, but every time I say advice like that, my mind also goes to like the more you know. Just blatantly obvious information. Like, don't forget to tie your shoes before you leave the house. The more you know. The boat change sucks. No, it's actually fantastic. It removes a kind of annoying micromanaging aspect of the game and replaces it with something much more effective and simple. I know change is scary, but this is good change. Well done, Alligator, refusing to give anyone a chance of the crown this time. You didn't need to vote for peace. You were ahead by 60,000. We could have finished off these last guys. Girl. All right, we got 5 minutes for the next contest. Sounds like a perfect time to start our geogrid. Okay. Human index. Development index over 0.55 is a dependency territory. Maldives. I forgot the L. And then I put it F. There we go. Drives on the left, low. Thing. Norfolk Island. Yeah. Norfolk Island's always great for that. All right, elevation under 2,000, human index. Development index over 0.55. Dare I say 80? Whoa, that must be the best answer. Yes. Let's go. Give me New Caledonia. Another legendary. East Timor. This one might be below. Timor-Leste. Oh my god, I'm crushing today. I'm crushing. Is it dependency / territory? Puerto Rico. Epic. You know, I was thinking I was like I should guess like St. Martin or Jersey or something, but alas. Well, you know what? Jersey works here. Ah, frick. Only epic. Okay, island nation, fewer than 40 Olympic medals. Let's go with oh, crushing. Crushing. All right, drives on the left, fewer than 40 Olympic medals. Nepal. Oh, another legendary. Score 24? Do you see that? Do you see that? I freaking crushed, dude. I crushed. Where's Kraft? Why is he not here today to see how well I did? Least popular answers. And I got a 24 and I didn't get one of the most or least popular answers. I thought I would have definitely got one. Oh, I crushed. I crushed. Hi, Corgi. Kraft, there you are. Did you see my score? I got a 24 today. I got 11. Shut the hell up. Damn it. Everyone sucks here. Morning, Corgi. Morning, Matthew. John Matthew. Sir John Matthew. I agree. Boat change is great. Before you would just move your boat around where you wanted to. It'd be hard to defend. Yeah, it'd just be like you have to baby it so much to like defend from a boat while also trying to attack. It was just a lot. I don't care what you guys got. That was my best score ever. And I got it quickly. I feel proud. All right, Middle East 6-team contest, boys. We go left side. So we're going to get Africa. And Turkey is going to be our primaries. And then we'll bleed forward. Try and avoid the chokehold in the middle where the Caspian Sea and the Strait of... Not the Strait of Hormuz. Is this the Red Sea? What am I trying to think of here? The Persian Gulf? Persian Gulf, yeah. Trying to avoid where the thinnest part of the Persian Gulf and the Caspian Sea are. What change with boats? Nothing. We're talking about the change that happened a long time ago where boats are automatic, but some people are just coming back to the game now. All right, good luck, everyone. By the way, have you been watching The Boys? I watched the first 2 episodes, and then I've been taking a break until the season ends. Are you kidding me? Got dropped again? Dude. The game must have a vendetta against you. I don't think anyone gets dropped more than you, Dr. Nate. Boys, love that we're all just sitting around, but maybe we could do some damage. Maybe we could not just watch our teammate die. Maybe we could get involved over here. Maybe we could all get involved here. No need to just sit back and watch. We can collapse. Or I just whine about it more often than most. No. I feel like when people get dropped, they immediately say they got dropped. Because the first clarification of, like, I got dropped is like, did anyone else get dropped? Good example is Vine, who just, I clicked on the wrong button and it made me leave. Which is like, oh, I don't know who designed this feature on the internet, but like, this is a unanimous thing, is like, I don't know what button I press, but when I'm like scrolling on like the internet, like maybe like Reddit or something, there's something I hit which is just like, hey, did you want to go all the way back to the top? And I go, no. I would never want this button to ever exist. I would never purposely press this button, but sometimes I accidentally press it. And then I'm just locked into like, okay, well, there goes all my progress. I gotta get all this back. We need more farming sim. Yes, that is also in my plans today to record another episode of that. Oh, tomorrow's Cinco de Mayo. I forgot about that. Poor Europeans missing out on Cinco de Mayo. Alrighty. The game looks pretty much won here. So I'm going to walk away for a minute and grab some coffee and use the bathroom, and then I'll be right back. Okay, hello, welcome back to me. Oh, did the music stop? Awkward. Okay. We got minute 50 for our next contest. So might as well wait around for that. Cinco de Mayo was originally a thing in Puebla, state of Mexico. What's it become in the US? I think it's almost more popular in the US than it is in Mexico itself. It's basically, which is funny because like there's a huge misconception about what the holiday's even about. A lot of people think it's Mexican independence, which it's not. But it's basically a day to go out, get some Coronas and Spanish food. Yeah, in Mexico, Cinco de Mayo is not a thing outside of Puebla. You can think of it in the same terms of St. Patrick's Day. Almost feels like it's bigger in the US than it is in Ireland. That's kind of what happens when you have such a population that like immigrated from a certain region, but still then claims ties to it. All right, boys, this is Africa. We start at the bottom and work our way up. What's the name of this? This is Dover by the Westerlies. May the 4th be with you. Absolutely, may the 4th be with you, my friend. I hope it brings you a great day of Star Wars. Don't forget, start at the bottom, work your way up. Okay, we failed on the starting at the bottom part. We skipped A and went straight to D. Forget B and C, those are out of the way. Star Wars themed map tap today. Oh, was that what the map tap was about? I read the first thing was like George Lucas. I was like, oh, okay. Which makes sense that like the first place was Hawaii because I think he shot. I don't know. There's so many different places they shot Star Wars that you could make an entire thing of just that. Kind of like Game of Thrones in aspect. Although Game of Thrones is pretty crazy. They'll be like, all right, we're doing this one shot. We're going to Tunisia. Like, just for one shot? Absolutely. And next, we're going to the Highlands of Scotland. It's just like, sir, can we not just maybe green screen? Absolutely not. Which I think like locations is kind of overhyped. Like it kind of makes sense if you're making a movie, a big feature type thing. But like I hate when they go, "Oh, we can only make 8 episodes of this show because each one costs $1 billion." And we're like, "Well, yeah, you're flying across the world for every scene. Maybe we could figure out a way to cut that down." Like the scenery is not that important, I promise you. I'd rather have it's like a whole trend is like now it's just like if a show gets successful, it immediately cuts. Like first season will be 16 episodes and immediately cuts the episode drops from then on. I know at least the last part of Game of Thrones was filmed in the old town of Dubrovnik, Croatia. Now there's been a ton. There's tours of the filming locations. The touristy thing, yeah, of course. Like if you are the tourist director of Croatia and you hear, hey, people have interest in Game of Thrones, you'd be like, dude, they shot that here. We should make that a thing. Stranger Things did it right. Yeah, I mean, Stranger Things to an extent. But has anyone else noticed that, like, Stranger Things just kept becoming a thing of, like, oh, it's the Russians again? Like, who's the baddies this season? You won't believe it. It's the Russians. The other problem is increased cost to streaming services. Originals make streaming more expensive. I would counter that with pessimism and say they would increase the price regardless of whether the costs were incurred or not, just because the only responsibility the companies have is to the shareholders, and the numbers must go up. So I think it's a convenient excuse to go, oh, we're making big things, so that's why the streaming price has to go up. But then you could just easily look to YouTube. YouTube doesn't have any of that, and yet their price is like $20 a month now. I think as soon as Netflix kicked off everyone from joint accounts and then started charging more, and they turned a profit via doing that, it really emboldened every other service to go, we should raise our prices too. And now we're just in this like moment of everyone raising their prices everywhere because everyone else is doing it, until it all collapses. Until someone goes bankrupt, the prices will go up. Absolutely, capitalism, baby. Yeah, it's just like, isn't it convenient that like every company everywhere has found every excuse imaginable since 2020 about why the prices are going up? It's just, oh, you know, COVID. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, the supply chain from COVID 2021. Oh, okay. Oh, the Ukraine war. Really? That bad? And then like I forgot what it was last year. This year's obviously the war in Iran, which is a little bit more reasonable, but still. Just every year there's a new reason why the prices must go up. Except for Arizona iced tea. They stay strong. They stay strong, baby. Tariffs, etc., etc. Yeah, last year was tariffs. That's right. Last year was tariffs. This year is the Iran war. Is anyone mourning Spirit Airlines? Did they go out of business? The worst airline imaginable, and which is quite the feat considering all airlines are horrible. Why did you end stream a few days ago? You said you had to go to the bathroom. I explained it earlier, but AT&T was doing internet maintenance in my neighborhood. I have one of those like boxes there, so they just disconnected my, I'm assuming they disconnected my internet so they could do maintenance, which I didn't know that would affect me because I don't have AT&T, but apparently it did. Frontier will carry the flame. Dude, Frontier has taken such a public nosedive. I mean, all airlines have, right? Like Southwest used to be amazing. You could pick your seat, no stupid fee for baggage. And now that's gone. You kids won't believe it, but back in the day, if a flight was over 4 hours, you would get a meal. You would just get a meal. They didn't charge you for bags and stuff. It was pretty easy. They didn't make you take off your shoes. Hell, in my lifetime, there wasn't even like a TSA checkpoint. You could walk your family member to the gate and be like, bye. Tariffs on digital media feels like more like bovine feces. Yeah, I mean, they could draw the influence or the inference, right? Be like, okay, so let's just say everything getting more expensive. That increased the costs of the living expenses of our employees. We have to give them a raise. and thusly, you know, their work becomes more expensive, so then we charge more to the customer. That's what they say, but in reality, no one's getting a raise. They can always make a line from A to B of like why they need to raise prices, but at the end, it's just so they can get a bonus and go to the stock holders and go, look at the number go up, stonks. Back in the day, you could smoke on planes. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in an era where smoking was was illegal, but a lot of the planes still had the built-in ashtrays. Delta is good though. Delta is good, but it's really expensive. I'm gonna be honest with you. Every time an airline screws up, I just go, damn it, I should have spent more money and just bought Delta. Like, what was it? What's the other big airline company? It's like US Airlines or something. What's it called? What's another big airline company? No, American Continental. Yeah. American. Yeah, I flew American, by the way. Get ready for the contest. We go right side. I flew American. My brother drops me off at 8 p.m. for my or 6 p.m. for my flight at 8. 8 p.m. rolls around, delayed by 30 minutes. No big deal. 8:30 rolls around, delayed by an hour. 9:30. Okay, that's a problem. Delayed by 2 hours. We're taking off at 11. Delayed by another hour. We're taking off at midnight. And then when it gets to midnight, they go, the flight has been canceled. And I go, my brother in Christ, I have been at this airport for 6 hours and you cancel it? And they didn't even give me like a refund or a hotel credit or anything. And I was just so mad. They're like, and then they're like, the craziest thing was I was supposed to fly out on Sunday so I could get back to work on Monday. They go, we can get you back in 2 days. And I was just like, F this. And I just bought a ticket on Delta for like $600 that left and got me home the next day. But I was like, I'm never flying United again. It was United. Oh, I was so mad. I had to wake up my brother, call him and wake him up at midnight because I like had nowhere to stay. All the hotels near the airport were already booked. He had to come. We got back to his place at like 2 a.m. It was rough. Isn't there a rule for compensation for delays? There is now, thanks to Pete Buttigieg. But even then, it's not like the airline will just rightfully hand you money back. They'll fight it all the way. I remember back when COVID happened, one of my coworkers was supposed to fly to France like the next month. And even though like all the airlines by law were shut down, they wouldn't give her a refund. Yeah, good work. That guy's big. He needs to be taken out. Oh, it's a 1v1. We got some people spread out one everywhere. I wasn't paying attention. I was rife with my story of anger for United. Damn United. Because United breaks guitars. I don't know what that's in reference to, but I'm sure it's probably due to like someone at the airport unloading baggage and just throwing things. All right, how are we doing over here? Pretty good. Support Kedu. Oh, that's a big one. Who's gonna get there first? It's Boars. That's a big one. When someone made a song about how bad United is. Yeah. I remember a few years ago, a woman made a song about all the hateful comments she got on YouTube. And it was like, yeah, YouTube do be that place sometimes. It's kind of funny to think about, like, if you met like an alien, or just like, let's say someone time traveled, like, and you would explain the concept of the internet, be like, it is the collective knowledge of humanity. You know, you can find anything from history to recipes to opinions, and everyone shares in it. There's so many, you know, whatever your interest is, you can find a community there. You can find entertainment there. And that the person will go, wow, that must be awesome. And you go, yeah, but then people are real assholes about it. And you go, why? It's like, they're anonymous. It's like, well, why are they anonymous? Like, I don't know. That's just the way it is. People can expose their true side without any consequences. And turns out a lot of people are real jerks. The best and worst of humanity all in places. Yeah. And it's also a thing of like, you know, if I was to explain to someone in the past about the internet, it's like, all right, imagine the stupidest person you know that had the worst take ever. And go, okay, that person probably, one of those people probably exists in every village. Now imagine they all get to communicate in a way that they go, our ideas aren't bad, they're smart. And then we get flat earthers. Or people who believe we didn't go to the moon, even though we went there like 9 times or whatever. GG. As someone said, the person says the most offensive and horrible stuff online, you probably shake a hand and smile at you in real life. Yeah, they would never have the gall, right? Because they could get punched in the face. The threat of being punched in the face is a great deterrent for people being rude. All right, we got 4 minutes for our next contest. Let's do our global. Oh, I did that without infinite guesses on too. Oh man, I crushed today's geogrid. I feel good about that. I would like to go now. Here, can I do a new? Can I just global? Ugh. I don't get to play. Fine, whatever. I don't even care anymore. How mad would you have been if you had that run, then ran out of chances on the last one? Oh, I've been furious. I would have been furious with myself. Do Feudal? Well, I just got global going. Okay. Let me get France. Remind me of Yule next time. Okay. Let's go Turkey. Oh, gave me Turkmenistan, and that's adjacent to the answer, so that works out. Is the answer Iran? No. Is the answer Uzbekistan? Although it doesn't touch. It does. No. Yay, I got it. I was trying to spell out Turkey, and it was like Turkmenistan. I'm like, yeah. Same. You got to find a second shorter guess. Yeah, I wish it would just give me the DRC, but the DRC rules out like the entirety of Africa. Like, to get one country and be like, it rules out all of a continent. It's the same reason I go with France, right? I could probably go with a better guess like Germany, but still. France helps me figure out whether I should be looking west or not. Excuse me. What's up, big dog? How's the picture capturing going? Pixel capturing going? We haven't lost one yet. Okay, you and Showbob, the only YouTubers who play this? I believe so. I believe it's come down to me and Showbob. I've never actually seen his content. I've only recently heard about him, but I hear he's a nice guy. Bless you. I've learned from the movie Dogma that you need to say that. My favorite thing is, you know, when someone gets a sneezing fit where they sneeze like 5 times in a row, is like after the third one, you go, okay, that's enough. And a lot of times it kind of like shocks them out of it because it's such like an unexpected thing to be chastised for that it like breaks them out of the sneeze. Joe Bob is hosting a Territorial World Cup. Oh, the poor naive soul. That poor man. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't know the pain and suffering he's getting himself into. He doesn't know what? That it's going to be an absolute disaster filled with trolls and people are going to actively try and ruin it the entire time. Which is why we haven't tried to do another one since we lost Better TT and the ability to have private lobbies. Have you heard of the Hoya Baca Forest in Romania? No, I have no knowledge of Romania outside of the fact that I think it has oil because Germany tried to invade or invaded it in World War II, I think, for oil. That's the only thing I know about Romania. There's not a lot of crossover between a Romanian and American history. He's hosting with a private lobby, though. Yeah, best wishes, best wishes. Even when we tried to do that, there were still people would actively try and ruin it. Don't get it wrong. It's not like I'm wishing him ill intent, but like I don't think he knows the troubles he signed up for. Dracula? Wasn't Dracula Romanian or Bulgarian? It was some country that wasn't existing. It wasn't Romania or Bulgaria. It was like Westlakia or something like that. Romania is not a significant oil producer anymore. Yeah, I figured. Transylvania. Thank you. Transylvania, obviously. Wallachia. No, yeah, I was right. Wallachia. What region of southern Romania? Transylvania is the vampire, which was Vlad the Impaler. And why he got that nickname is because, you know, he would, if he captured you or killed you, he would put your corpse on a pike. And it'd be like thousands in a field. And then I think he led a pretty successful defense against the Ottoman Empire at one point. Transylvania became associated with vampires for some reason, but Wallachia is where the historical duke who Dracula is based off is from. Yes. Keep making this person boat defend against me. I will crush you. You cannot defend this. Of course, you'd be so sick if like somebody else worked with me. There we go. All right, now I got to get ready for boat defense, although I don't think a lot of boats are going to come this way because Dr. Ding is an Irish Nami kind of blocking the way. Garlic is good for you and wards of diseases and so forth. What's interesting to kind of study or be knowledgeable of is how they used to treat diseases. Like the common medical knowledge was like that the body has 4 humors and like you need to have balance with the 4 humors. And when you don't, that's when you get sick. And it was further backed up by things like, oh, if you put leeches on the body and bleed out for the humors, it makes you better. And sometimes that would actually be what the body needed. So, and then they go, okay, this applies to all things. Or like how hand washing and bathing wasn't seen as like a necessity. It's like, oh, that can't help anything. Why would that help? But then the communities that like did it weren't necessarily as severely affected by the plague. And then there's just Milan, which escaped the plague pretty unscathed. But the reason Milan in Italy escaped the plague was because if anyone came down with any symptoms of the plague, they would take you and everyone in your family, lock you in a house, and then burn it to the ground. You know, worked, kind of drastic measures, but worked. Really put a stop to the plague there. Don't worry, Estonia, I got your back. You keep fighting the good fight. I'm pretty sure he got killed by the Ottomans and his decapitated head was sent to Constantinople to be displayed as a trophy to the Sultan. I'm talking about Vlad. I mean, I think there was multiple Vlads. And I think the one that got decapitated was his father. Dracula's father. I could be confused. Again, my Romanian history is not like spectacular. Being a history buff is fun, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, it's definitely nice to know about a lot of things. The only thing that gets annoying with talking about history buffs is when you start talking to someone who refuses to admit that they are wrong or don't know something, and they'd rather like spill something incorrect than be wrong. Which I feel like a lot of history buffs do have that kind of like ego. Borat was partially filmed in Romania, not Kazakhstan. Yeah, believe it or not, Kazakhstan wasn't exactly like a big fan of the Borat film franchise. Can you believe that? They thought it like made their country look like bad. None of Borat was filmed in Kazakhstan? Yeah. I don't even know if they tried, but I doubt they would have been allowed to. Because they would have been like, let us look at the script, and that would have been the end of it. Which, talk about like a movie franchise, and just the whole concept of Sacha Baron, where like, yeah, he struck gold with Borat, the first one, and then everything else he did after that was pretty bad. Like, he didn't have another good movie after that. Have you watched The Dictator? No, I've seen the funny moments. I tried to watch The Dictator, and it, you know, surprisingly bad. I went in with low expectations, but was blown away with how high I had raised the bar, apparently. The only thing I remember about The Dictator is like the beginning montage of him like running the race, but he gets to start the gun. And then like he's running and people start to pass him, so he shoots the guy. That was pretty good. All right, let's go on to lobby 2. Let's get a big lobby 2 push here today. So everyone remove your tags. Go to game menu and then join lobby 2. Yeah, I'll just allow myself to get sniped, I guess. LAG, the show he had before, was aired on HBO. Yeah, that wasn't a show that aired in the United States. I'm aware of the LAG character. I don't think it was ever aired in the United States, at least not where I lived. Finally, I'm here. What's up, Eddie? Good to see you. What do you think about Borat? It was funny at the time because when it came out, I was a teenager. I highly doubt I could watch it today as an adult and be like, yep, this was fun. There's a lot of movies that like you enjoy as a child or a teenager that you should never go back and watch because it really ruins the humor and the memory by watching it as through the lens of an adult. Like I remember watching Anchorman, which if you asked me when I was like 15, I probably would have said is in like my top 5 favorite movies. I watched it a few years ago and I was like, this wasn't that great actually. I remember that being a lot funnier than it was. All right, let's do Europe 16. That'll be a good one to start off on. All right, good luck, everyone. The vanilla ice cream of Territorial maps. It is, but you know, sometimes you crave vanilla. Sometimes you crave vanilla. Can I point out a funny trend about GeoGrid scores? Just a funny trend I happen to notice. Is no one ever posts a score that's worse than mine. Even today when I do amazing, no one's been like, oh, I got anything less than spectacular. Press F to doubt that no one in the chat ever does worse than me. Something tells me you might have looked into some previous knowledge. You might be a knower, if you will. I could be like, I got a 5 today, and there'd be people in chat be like, I got a 4. But like, oh, did you? That's so amazing. Going a little bit aggressive here on the troops. Okay. So far, so good. $9.45 in map tap today. Again, just no one ever seems to ever have a worse score than me. It's just like kind of interesting. Anything I do, kind of interesting. That one time you narrowly beat me in Geo Grid, I posted it. Yeah, I've never doubted your scores, Craft, because you are truly an encyclopedia. You are a robot disguised as a human. You're the AI test being formatted for chat, and the tests are going very well so far. Well, just about everybody else, there's always a hint of doubt. Let's see, Scion and Yellow are off to pretty good starts. July Wonder, I saw you in the video today. Haven't played any of them, but got Metazoa and 3 guesses, biology nerd thing. Yeah, you're speaking French to me there, bud. I got no idea what you're talking about. What was that? Did you just cast a spell on me? Am I cursed now? I was wondering if the yellows were going to attack me. I was kind of hoping they would support their own boys and fight elsewhere. Boys, let's be friends. Support your champion. I'll support mine. We can all live in harmony. Harmony, boys, harmony. Frank. Latin, not French. Shut up. Nobody speaks Latin. Only nerds know Latin. And have you guys never heard the expression, you're speaking French to me? It just means it's like, I don't understand what you're saying. You might as well be speaking in a foreign language. It doesn't literally translate to, that sounds French. Good luck, Kara. Hold the line as long as possible. Hope you can make some big moves. Heard it, but felt like being a smartass? Yeah. If there's anything I know about this world is people love smartasses. People love that. They love it. Oh, frick. I cut off Kara. That was not what I was meaning to do. I completely screwed up there. Hey, you gotta worry about this too. We can be friends. Just let me kill your friend. Let me just kill your friend. Yeah, why don't you guys worry about this over there? Mongrels. Yeah, friend, 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 friend. Why is everyone against red? Probably because you were the weakest team. I don't even remember seeing red, so I don't remember them ever getting any kind of section of the map, which would then be inclined to say that you guys didn't spawn together. Go! We only have enough time for this fight to be decided to have a champion of our own. Then we get screwed. Well, this kind of worked out. We have somebody strong. I understand that fighting yellow is a priority, but I need to clear you out of the way so I can get my champion help fight yellow. Good battle? Yeah. So far, so good. Although I think we're going to have a big problem with Scion. I'm going to let Kara just be ready for Irish Nami. Oh, it's like, why are we slowing down over here? That makes sense. I'm a little bit surprised Purple's trying to attack us, though, considering Yellow and Scion are such a big threat. Illinois with no S seems to be completely ignoring his team falling apart. His entire team seems to be collapsing. Buddy, I promise you, you got to look at the crown. You want to be allied to black right now, even though we're taking out your ally. It's such a useless fight because he's going to get crushed by Illinois here any second. Why is your stream so quiet? Oh, we're playing a game. We're in the lead, but we're very much a paper tiger. But work on this. You don't want to fight black. I'm just promising you, I've never given advice to anyone that's ever been of bad interest to them. Join Cat, you do not want to fight black. You don't get anything out of it. It basically helps you lose the game. You want to ally with Eddie. The background music's a little bit on the quieter side. Here, I can turn it up a little bit. Conflict of interest? No. Even when it's like goes against me, I've never given bad advice. And I think this goes to show it that what did Join Cat get out of fighting black? Well, he becomes the third player on the board, but the smallest by far, and has the hardest chance of winning the game. His chances of succeeding would have been much better if he had worked with black. The interest here is make everyone better? Yeah. I don't think anyone would enjoy a stream where the streamer just constantly gaslights everybody so that he can win, right? It's not necessarily something that interests me at all. What's up, Div Buster? How are you? I'm good, Corgi. How about you? I'm having a good day. I'm having a good day. I will be honest. I think Cat might have waited too long to join this fight. All Illinois has to do is just pick one target, keep whittling him down, and he wins the game. Hey, let's not be mean just because someone didn't take my advice. There's been plenty of times where my advice has been wrong, or people have proven to be wrong. It just so happens that this case, I believe the opinion will prove to be right. Yeah, let's try and be more supportive than demeaning. Good call, Nate. We're a clan full of newbies, and I think I would go ahead and say we're one of the few clans that is actually new player friendly. Like, there's no expectations that someone comes in and is just amazing. Dropped into dad mode. True, dude. True. True. Illinois, I promise you, you don't need to keep switching targets. Just pick one and fight them to the end. It'll work out. It'll work out. You'll keep gaining more than you lose. Nobody starts out as a pro. Yeah, I don't think there's really anyone here who could say that their first Territorial game was a win. It's kind of one of the nuances of Territorial is the game looks very simple, and then when you try and play it yourself, you go, dang, this game's got a little bit of depth to it, huh? All right. While this is finishing up, I'm just going to run to the bathroom real quick. Remember, we'll play this to the 20-minute mark if no one emerges before then, but I got a few minutes, so I'm just going to run real quick. Yell sitting at red interest. Yeah, he stopped and built up, thinking that he could counter the defense. I don't know why everyone just kind of let this happen. I don't know why Scion didn't try for the win. Hey, just for future reference, guys, second place is never good. So, like, Corgi fan, you need to try for the win. We're all trying to get better here, and all efforts like that are sabotage if you don't also try and win. Just picking someone and being like, I'm going to have them be first place is really lame. All right, let's go to our battle royale. Join Cat's doing the impossible. No, he did the very possible because Illinois gave him leverage, and then Scion decided that he's not even going to try for the win, which is very much against the unwritten rules here. Everyone should try for the win at all costs. It makes you a better player, and it is more enjoyable for those who are watching. No team game? We literally just did a team game. Now we're moving on to our battle royale. Only at 46% at tops. Yeah, but like I think if you had kept pushing, you would have hit the breaking point. You just kept switching between each target, and if you'd stuck to one, you would have knocked him down to the point where you would have started gaining more than you lost, and you could have pulled it back. What map? We're waiting. Caucasia. All right, we'll do Caucasia. Obviously, we weren't going to do one of the black or white arenas. I'd rather die. All right, load up. Get ready. For wide arena? No, it deserves as much hate as it deserves all the hate it gets for being the worst map in the game by far. And people, what about black arena? It's the same freaking map, dude. It's just a different color. It'd be like, oh, Caucasia and then green Caucasia, they're completely different maps. No, they're the same map. It's the same map, just a different background color. All right, good luck, boys. Good luck, good luck, good luck. It's actually different though. See, you're just saying the opposite to be argumentative. But you agree with me. I understand. It's a very human characteristic to hear someone say an opinion, and even if you share the opinion, your first thought goes, how can I disagree with this person? I don't know why that's in our nature, but it very much is and has been documented. It has been, there are studies that show that to be true. Get out of the way, Atomic! This is mine! Damn it. Oh, come on. Don't have a player 413 name. At least have something creative so we can call you something fun if you make it to the end game. Bad Wi-Fi. I would stop going for islands right now. You're far behind on the troop race, and you're just kind of making yourself a target. These islands, it takes away more than you think trying to grab all these little islands. What if we all do what makes sense, even though no matter what happens, I'll get full send, and we all do this? What if we all just break through early? What if we all just break through early? and just take him out. How rarely is there an opportunity where there's a target with 6 people? Big success. Big success. It was like, I know everyone wants to. We might as well just get it done with, right? We might as well just get it done with. What do we think about this? Yeah. You're in, I'm in. Illinois is in. Please don't tell me that boat goes to me. Please. Just please. Please let it not go to me. Ah. Ironically, the one attack I didn't arrange is the one that full sends me. Like, all the other ones would have been more justified than that one. That one, I was truly a victim. I mean, my chances of winning are pretty low, just considering Bill's superior position to me. Like, he's got more land and he's behind me. Usually that's a nice strategy of, you know, how to lose a game 101. But he might be interested in fighting with me to fight Annis. Missed the start of the game. Deserved. Truly deserved. Yeah, you're going to go after him. Shot. This is my shot. This is my shot. I have to take out Bills. If I don't take out Bills here, he takes out me. It's the way of the world. And Annis could go after me, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes east. He's going after Bork. No, I needed Bork. That was my strategy. I needed Pork to help me with this. Illinois. You would love some land over here, wouldn't you, you silly goose? You would love this land. It would, yes. Good, let the hate flow through you. Now, Bills, you full send anybody but me. GG. I say it's a joke, but at the end of the day, I attacked him at his worst time, so I deserve a full send. I just wish Call of Bork could have survived because I was counting on him to help me fight Annis at some point. Or to take him out myself. Let's not be douchers about it, Irish Nami. Hey Corky, what's up, Wexford? How are you? I am down to clown on this, but the realistic chances of us fighting Annis right now are pretty slim. I'm also going to grab these islands over here because I don't trust people. I'm normally in the guy bordering 7 hostiles. Yeah, sometimes it just works out that way. I mean, realistically, Annis should use Cat as a nice buffer between these two and then fight me. He wants to go after that guy. I have no interest in going after that guy. Personally, I want that man as a friend. If Annis makes the wrong call and goes after Cat, then that's a good opportunity for me and Corgi Fan to fight Illinois. But realistically, his best move is fighting me at this point and taking me off the board. Yeah, fair. And my best move is admitting defeat at this point and just going Kazam. Die. Illinois, good luck, good luck. Illinois missed it. He's missing it. He's missing it. Oh no, what a terrible time. This is such a big full send for him, and he's completely missing it. Completely. There he goes. He finally saw. Take this, Annis. Take this, Annis. The board has been reshuffled. The board has been reshuffled. I maybe could have held out a little bit as these two are boating over here, but I never really play Lobby 2 to win. I had high hopes for that round. I'm sorry. I'm sorry they were so dashed. Youthful Politics 48. Hello, you are definitely new. Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Now becomes the real chance. I absolutely screwed over Annis. I shouldn't have. Maybe shouldn't have done that. Now I feel bad. My bad, Annis. I'm gonna try not to full send anymore. I think it kind of is rude. But in terms of who has the best chances of winning, Volcano, I'm a little bit surprised isn't going after Aaron Yeager. But he's strong. Corgi Fan, obviously. Corgi Fan can win this right now if he plays his board as well. Which has become a lot tougher since this full send happened with Jason. But I think he's strong enough to take out Illinois. Or actually, the best move would probably be fighting Volcano at this moment. At least weakening Volcano before he gets too strong. No, he's already strong enough. I would fight Illinois. I would fight Illinois. But basically, everyone on the board borders him, so it's not like it's an easy win. Although, yeah, Redacted does not border him. So as long as Corgi Fan moves quickly, I don't know. I think he's kind of... I think he let momentum swing away from him. I think he had... Yeah, there's no peace. There's no peace. Stop being like this. I mean, I'm going to be straightforward with you. Everyone's got reason to attack the crown and basically has borders. So there shouldn't be much hesitation about this. Volcano and Illinois could take him out by themselves. Eddie's also got borders over here. I will be straightforward with you. If this game doesn't do it, yeah, I was about to say, I'll just end the game. I'll end the game right here. Let's play for the win, guys. Don't be afraid of taking risks. Same with you, Illinois. That you are the person who gains the most out of this fight. Waiting for a full send is, you know, he can't really afford to attack you at this point. And playing for a full send is just lame. Points are not online. Yeah, you get nothing from Lobby 2 games. There are no stalemate points awarded in these games. So you might as well try. Why has everyone stopped attacking the volcano? Get attacked? Oh, Eddie's attacking him. Okay, so he tried to peel off. And there's Redacted too. Okay, so everyone's going after Volcano. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, not knew I was around a lot in 2023 and 2024. Then you probably changed your name / icon. In which case, I wouldn't doubt it. But then again, you've removed the only factors I associate with you from the market. I'm out. Bye. Adios, David. The borders are weird. Yeah, the borders are definitely weird. Volcano, Dissent, Peel, Piff, BT. Just rewrite your sins, bud. There 4 keywords that are all misspelled. I don't know what you're trying to say. Hi, British. Don't ban me for the Shadow Realm. I don't know if he's here anymore, but hello, Zero Winter. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, we have moved to a stalemate, so we're just going to end it at the 15-minute mark. Everyone's got a minute to do something. Everyone's got a minute to win the game. Good luck. Good luck. You got a minute. Good luck. If you're in 3rd or 4th place, you better make some moves now. 15-minute mark. Whoever has the crown is the winner. Illinois pulling ahead here. Oh, there's a big full send early. Oh, that works out very well for Illinois, even though he didn't get a scrap of that land. Corgi fan is in 2nd place, and they're all fighting each other. 10 seconds left. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Illinois with no S wins. Well done. All right, let's move on. Let's go back to a team game. Illinois without an S is a name I haven't seen in a long time. Yeah, he's been in a couple streams recently, but yeah, he was big like a year or 2 ago, for sure. I haven't played in a while. Nah, no worries. Yeah, it's like riding a bike, right? You might struggle for a second, but you pick it up quickly. Although I can't remember the last time. Like, I ride a stationary bike, but I can't remember the last time I actually rode a bike. It's been several years. And if there's anything that screws you up about like the mechanics of riding a bike, is riding a motorcycle. Because it feels like the same, but like it's very different. Corgi, do you remember the name Corgi the Encircler? No, I've never heard of that name before in my life. It doesn't exist. I suck at the world maps. Perfect. Let's do no world. Let's do. What's a map? Someone give me a map. We'll do an 18. We'll vote for it. Someone give me a map that they want to do. Europe. We've already done Europe. Get here earlier, Bills. Get here earlier. Scandinavia. All right. Scandinavia. No. British Isles 18. Everyone type British Isles 8 team into the chat. Eight teams. All right. Yeah, there we go. Let's do British Isles. And I will say this will be our last game. Hate to cut stream a little bit early, but if I don't get a 5-hour energy right now, I'm going to collapse. I am absolutely going to collapse, and I would like to get some work done today. Every stream, someone comes with, Corgi, do you remember me? I was in stream once about 9 months ago. And I'm always honest. I do remember a lot of people. Like Illinois, I remembered them right away. But I will also be honest with you if I have no clue who you are. Because without that, you know, there's no integrity. And you need integrity. Boys, I think we're cooked. I think the black team's immediately cooked. I'm just looking at us and be like, we're so separated. It's been nice playing. It's been nice playing with all of you, but we're absolutely cooked today. Corgi, I'm late. No worries, no worries. What lobby are you in? We are in lobby 2. This is our last game. Just has full disclosure. We will go full time tomorrow, but again, like I said, I am exhausted. I need to get back on a good schedule, and I need to get work done today. So I need to go get a 5-hour energy before I die. It's kind of the woe is me of being a YouTuber is, you know, if you're a little bit tired in a regular job, it's fine. Everybody is. It's cool. You just work with it. It's good. But as a YouTuber, it's just like, it's very noticeable when you're like not as active. Because the entire job is like centered on me yapping. Sometimes I get a little tired. I don't want to yap as much. Got sniped. Have a good day, Corgi. Dude, that's rough. I'm sorry. Who sniped you? And was it a purposeful one, or did like you just immediately get attacked? I was surprised you remember me. Of course. I have a very good memory when it comes to this format, where I can associate an image and a name to who you are. But if I met you on the street, you probably have to introduce yourself like 10 times before I could remember. Is this last game? Yes, this is going to be last game. As was foretold. He spawned on me last second and immediately attacked. Ah. Who was it? Who was it? What a-hole did that to you? Rude. A guy named someone. Yeah, that's definitely a sniper's name, I'll tell you that. Definitely a sniper name. This is the fight for who wins and loses on the blue team versus black team. Who wins Scotland? We're all fighting different people. Yeah, let's band together. Let's band together and all fight one. Let's band together and all fight one. Car hasn't gotten the message. I don't know if we can get this. Very troublesome indeed. I think we waited too long. Is that volcano working his way up north too? That's bad. Yeah. I think if we started with our full realm of teammates over here, we could have done something, but we had two mongrels who went by themselves down south. Sauron, go over here and I'm gonna give you troops. Hey, get over here. It's good for you. Get involved. Your green team's got nothing to do. Come on over, you silly goose. Come on over. I will be honest, that's not the best advice for your team, but come on over. Yeah, we're cooked. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. If I lose, who do you think comes after you next? At first they came for the whatevers and I didn't say anything because I wasn't one of them. And then when it was me, nobody came back. Look, boat, July boat, green boat, watch out. You missed it. I'm sorry. I think if we had organized a little bit earlier, we could have made something happen, but we just couldn't pull it together. I won't let blue win that easily. At least not this one. Get him out of here. Hold. And... not gonna matter much. Oh well. The communist, true. Hey, Penguin Blight, thank you for subscribing. It's crazy that your whole team's position can be cooked because one full send early in the game. I don't recall anyone full sending over here. That could have happened, but in reality, it's because we were doing a 3-on-4. If we had our teammates spawn up here, we would have won. I was Sauron. Yeah, we got put in an impossible situation. And I think green team is kind of pulling away with this. Although there's enough to counter them, so we'll see. All right, that was a nice pit stop. Better continue on my road trip. Well, you better tell us tomorrow where your road trip is going. Yellow's making a good run in the south. Yeah, but so is Scion, so they kind of like equal out, right? In fact, green has completely collapsed in terms of overall strength. All right, now we have the great positional battle. Who's this on blue volcano? A lot of people trying to position. I think this boat is going towards volcano. Here comes Atomic into green. A little bit bold. But you gotta make bold choices at some point. Yep. There's the touchdown of the blue team into green. It's the only way blue team wins is they take out this land. Well, they are pretty similar in size. These two are just kind of stalemating themselves really hard right now. Almost perfectly equal in the pie chart. Yeah. And that's kind of the rough part about these two is their fates are so intertwined that, like, Koshu can't let Eren Yeager get any land, which is why I was saying that blue's best chance of winning is through here. Because until blue gets the threat, they can eliminate everybody here. Green full scent, nobody noticed. Yeah, I did see that player, this guy's full scent, and no one's jumped on it yet. There's Eren finally jumping on it. And now we come down to our perfect three-way. Which, I'm going to be straightforward with you. We're going to end at the 15-minute mark again. Because we're quite early, and this will just be a battle positioning. So, everyone's gotten to the 15-minute mark. Whoever has the crown at the end is going to be our champion. Ooh, does yellow get the boat into volcano? That'd be actually really sick. Yes, he does. Green collapsed so fast. Yeah, they didn't carry momentum forward enough. For whatever reason. It could have been... I wasn't watching their position. But they were at the beginning very strong. Koshu has good position. Yeah, but Koshu's now going to be the target of everybody fighting him. So that's why I said we're going to end the 15-minute, because it's just going to be a carousel of I attack you, you attack me, I attack you, you attack me. I was on the green team, Avocado, and everybody just ganged up on. I had orders on everyone. Avocados was also on the green team. Oh, that you're saying that was you. Everyone just ganged up on us. Yeah. Red only had 4 players. Yeah, Red got screwed over twice. But like, Black team basically only had 4 players because 2 of them picked such bad positions that they insta-died. So that wasn't very good. No, wait, we had 3? Oh, we had 1. Yeah, it was just me on the black team, yeah. I'll be that guy who just ones up you every time. Yeah, it was just me, actually. I was the only player on the black team. It was pretty crazy how the game do be like that sometimes. All right, we're approaching 1 minute, 20 seconds, boys. 1 minute, 20 seconds. Good luck to everybody. Koshu once in first, now falls to third. It's a very neck and neck race between Atomic and Eren Yeager, but the fight is definitely not over because Koshu basically now has freedom to attack and can't really be attacked back, so he can help equalize. Down to the last minute. Down to the last minute. Good luck to our mini competitors. Right now, it looks like Aaron Yeager's in the best position to win it because Atomic's best position is probably full sitting yellow. Yellow's best position is probably full sitting here. Or actually, probably full sitting Aaron. I don't know. This could go either way. Not sure if blue has enough access to Scion. No. He really doesn't to justify it. But we'll see. 15 seconds left. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. A little bit early. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yellow wins. Oh, he barely held on. He barely held on. Well done, yellow. Well done, yellow. Oof. What a good game. Alrighty, but that is going to end things for us today here, boys. So thanks, guys, for being here so much. I hope you had fun. I had a lot of fun. And I'll see everybody next stream, which will probably be tomorrow. Bye-bye.